So the first thing you can't afford to ignore in your life are your relationships. Now, I'm not talking about here all the relationships in your life, like every person that you know and that you've got a connection to. I'm not even talking about the people that are close to you necessarily, socially, professionally, personally, intimately, in your family. I'm talking about the ones that are not just close to you, but that are important to you. Because sometimes we do have relationships that are around us and they're there for a reason, but they're not necessarily ones we really want to cultivate and keep close in our lives and invest our time and energy in for whatever reason. We have our own personal decisions that we make about that. What I'm talking about is the relationships you love, the people you do not want to spend your life without, the ones that if they were not there, that if you realised you had taken them for granted, you would not be happy about it. You really want to name those people on a list. Who is important and meaningful to you? Who in your life is it important to you that they know how much you care about them and that they get airtime with you, that they get you seeing them and hearing them and connecting to them? Might be your partner, might be your children, might be your parents, might be your best friends. Who knows what it is? I want you to literally stop and stock take. Who are the most important relationships for you? Whose presence in your life creates stability, creates sense of love, creates support, creates connection, feeds your soul, feeds your mind, is critical to who you are. It's like they're living, breathing extensions of you, right? Name them. Now here's the thing, it is all too easy when we get busy and we get focused on doing and we get caught up in the noise and demands of life to accidentally get disconnected from those people. And here's what I mean by that. One, the people that are not physically present around you every single day, so your friends or family or contacts that are not in the same house or not in the same workplace or not in the same social setting or not crossing paths with you day to day. It's very easy for days, weeks and months and sometimes years to go by without you really having any connection to them. Two, and this is the sneaky one, you might actually have these people on your list in your physical presence regularly, maybe even every day, maybe they're even in the same house as you, but you don't consciously really see them and really hear them and really connect where your heart meets their heart versus you just walk past each other in the kitchen and in the hallway and you're, hi, how are you, what are you doing, how's your day, and it's a monotonous thing. There's no real genuine connection, and what we all want more than anything else is to be seen and heard. You want that, but so do the people that love you. And when you can just see and hear someone and that's all you have to do, you don't have to do anything for them, you don't have to buy them gifts, you don't have to spend an excessive amount of time, you don't have to go through some big palaver. There's no sort of demonstration for love. Love just is. It doesn't need anything other than for you to be present. And present is not physical presence. It's not standing in the same room. It's not living in the same house. It is being connected heart to heart, seeing and hearing each other. Irrespective of whether they do that for you, that's not even relevant. If they're valuable and important and meaningful to you and you don't want to have your life without them, then your job is to see and hear them, to make them feel that, to connect your heart to their heart, because we can't take them for granted, right? Most people will have happen to them at some point in life the experience of losing someone. Now, that loss can be because somebody leaves, there's a breakup, something like that, friendship, family, intimate relationship, or it can be death. Somebody dies and they're gone for good from this realm. And it's those moments when things are dire that you realise how valuable, important, meaningful people are to you, how you wish that you had been more connected and more present, more really conscious to them, really told them, really heard them, really soaked up their goodness in those times, right? And here's the thing. When you know who you need in your life and who needs you, and you feed that connection, you give your energy into that connection to cultivate it and strengthen it and be a part of it, it will feed you. Okay? You feed it, it feeds them, it will feed you. It will uplift you, mind, body, spirit. It will enrich your life. So when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, most people know that when you break it all down, there's really only kind of one thing that matters. Stuff all the career stuff, stuff all the business stuff. Stuff all the things that you own and the places you go and the experiences that you have and all your titles and all your awards and all this stuff. It doesn't mean anything. At the end of the day, The one thing that matters is love. And guess what? Love is not a solo adventure. Okay? It's your connection of love with all that's going on around you, with people you know and people you don't know. But one of the most important ways that it will show up in your life is in your close relationships. So, action. I want you to look at your list. The people that you have written down that are most important and meaningful to you, that are close to you, that's most important for you to have in your life. And I want you to look at that list and I want you to be really honest. Are you heart to heart connected with that person at the moment? Have you really seen them? Have you really heard them? Have you really felt them? Have you let them get that from you? Have you given it the space, the time? Okay, and it's not about a lot of time. It's just being there for a moment, being connected. 2 minutes with somebody, really present with them, is worth more than spending 2 weeks in the same house, kind of in zombie land where we're in our own heads and we're talking about things that don't really matter, and stress and passing ships in the night and all that kind of thing. Okay, what do your kids want from you? Your kids don't care about anything else when it comes down to it. They just care about being connected and loved. Right? What does your partner want from you? Yeah, sure, they probably want lots of things from you, but when it comes down to the end of the day, the one breaking point will be being seen and heard and feeling loved and connected. What do your family want from you? Same thing. It doesn't even matter if you think people want different things from you, or if you feel you need to express your love in different ways. At the end of the day, that's the only way that really makes an important difference. And without that one thing, everything else doesn't really mean anything. Okay, the second thing that you cannot afford to ignore in your life, if you want to have a good life, is your health. For the love of all things, we are in a health crisis across our entire planet. It is shocking what has happened to the state of health in the last, 30, 40, 50 years. It has got progressively worse because of the progression of society and the way we live and what's available to us and the busyness and the pace of life and the options. It's crazy. So I really want you to take a moment and realize without your body, you have no life. I'm just going to be really blunt about it, right? Without your body, you have no life. Good luck having a good life with no body. Now, the thing is, the human body is incredibly resilient. It can take a lot, but it eventually starts to scream and will break down if it is ignored, right? And we've all ignored our health at some point to some degree in some way, and we all pay the consequence, and we all kind of wake up. Some of us will wake up before we get sick, some of us will wake up when we start getting symptoms and warning signs, others will wake up when the problem is already well in place. Who knows? There is absolutely no judgment on this because it happens to everybody, right? We all have sometimes mixed priorities, and we have vices, and we have different motivators, and we have limiting beliefs that drive unhealthy habits and behaviors, and we have different pain and pleasure triggers going on that motivate us and hold us back. But the point is, all of that can be resolved, right? You can master your mind to get in control of your choices, behavior, and action that actually support your health. What I really want to say to you today is no matter where you stand in your health, if you are super healthy, you kind of assume you're healthy, you don't really know, you don't really pay any attention to your health or your body. Or maybe you're starting to notice a few little creaks and cranks and things in your body that don't feel good, or you're experiencing pain or some symptoms, or you're actually in a full-blown, symptom, disorder, disease, whatever it might be. It doesn't matter where you are at. From wherever you stand, you can take care of your health. Does that mean that you're going to have perfect health? No, of course not. We don't know that. But it does mean that wherever you stand, you are empowered to step forward and do something beneficial that will support your health. That's all you can ever do, is do your best. And it's not about looking back and saying, I wish I had known that earlier. I wish I'd exercised earlier. I wish I'd kept a stronger body. I wish I hadn't eaten this and that. I wish I hadn't drank this and that. I wish I'd done whatever. It's not about any of that. We've all done things that we wish that we didn't do, and we all wish that we'd come to it sooner and all that kind of stuff. Regret not going to get you anywhere. What you want to do is say, in this present moment, what am I in control of? My beliefs, okay? My thoughts, my feelings, my choices, behavior, and action. And with that, what I call your equation for creation from the inside out, you can have a profound effect on your health. And all you need to do is just choose one action at a time, just one thing that you can do for your health. So for some people, it'll just be slow down. You're going too fast. You're putting too much wear and tear on your body. You're exhausted. You've got to listen to your body. For some people, it'll be cleaning up your eating. For some people, it'll be exercising more, getting fitter, getting stronger. One of the best things you can do in your life is become self-responsible and empowered to learn about what your body needs, because if you can do that for your body will pay you back immensely. It will give you energy, it will give you enthusiasm, it will support you to be able to feel great, it will support you to be able to live longer, it will carry you around. Right? It will allow you to have your relationships. It will allow you to be present. Wake up every morning. It will allow you to have your heart beating. Right? We cannot take it for granted that people dying across the planet every day, right? Because they haven't taken care of their health, or for whatever reason they've had health problems. Now, again, we can't control everything, but what we can do is say, if I've got a health problem, or I know I need to get fitter, or I know I need to get stronger, or I know I need to start eating better, I'm going to take responsibility for it now. And even if I only make one small change and it slightly improves my health, then that is a massive win. And you want to know, with health, it is never too late to start a fresh new trajectory for yourself, okay? You can always get in control of your beliefs, thoughts, feelings, which drive your actions or inaction, sometimes as the case may be. You can always get in control of that right now. You can always start to make new choices, start to get different results, start to feel better, feel healthier, feel stronger. That's available to everybody. Doesn't matter what situation you're in, doesn't matter what's going on in your body right now, it doesn't matter what your schedule is like in terms of how much time you have, it doesn't matter what your financial resources are. There is always simple, easy and effective ways to start to get in control of your health, okay? So I hope I've rattled cages a little bit today with these two things that you can't ignore. Your relationships, what is life without them, and your health. You need it to be alive to enjoy your relationships, okay? Those two things, we can't afford to push them aside because other things get our attention and keep us on this treadmill, right? They're like little mice on a wheel, running, and ignoring the two things that we know we need to actually be making the highest priority in our life. Let those be the center, let everything else revolve around it. You know what? Most things are back to front. We're all so focused on other things, and those things are like, oh yeah, I'll get to those and I'll take care of those, and we take them for granted a little bit. I just want you to bring them front and center, reprioritize them, take an action today, right now, in your relationship. Send an email, make a phone call, go and tell someone you love them, do something right now. To your health, what does your body need from you right now? You already know the answer. It's not hard. It will be something. It'll be to slow down, to eat better, to drink more water, to stop taking this, to stop doing that, to start doing something. You already know. It's not, you don't need to go and get someone to tell you. You already know there'll be something. And don't worry if it's the right thing or the only thing. Just go and do it. Just start. Just do something. Take action, okay? I hope this has been helpful today. If you know anyone who might benefit from hearing this, please do share it with them. If you need support with getting your relationships reprioritized and on track, or your health reprioritized and on track, please do reach out to me. I can do coaching and EFT tapping sessions with you. You are welcome to join Master Your Mind starting very soon, where we are going to transform your beliefs, thoughts, feelings, choices, behavior, action, and results, so that you can follow through and be in action and have your relationships and your health front and center, as well as any other goals and aspirations that you have that are important to you. If this has been helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'm looking forward to sharing more daily inspiration with you really soon.